Once again, good morning to everybody. We have already seen the work of river in the previous video. Now let us see the work of sea waves, ice and wind in this video. Let us start with the work of sea waves. The continuous erosion and deposition of the water, sea water, creates so many landforms. One of them is sea caves. Now what do you mean by sea cave? If some rocks are lying in the sea, the waves of the sea continuously strikes the rock. When it continuously strikes the rocks are broken away. And if the rocks are broken in this form, here a cave-like structure is formed in the rock. So this type of feature, rock feature formed due to the waves of the wind continuously eroding the lower portion of the rock is called as sea cave, because a cave-like structure is formed inside the rock. Now the second is sea arch. When this same sea waves keep on attacking the rocks or piercing the rocks, the rock pieces are further eroded and the whole portion is eroded. The more portion is eroded and only the walls of the rocks are left and rest of the portions are eroded by the water. So this type of rock structure formed by continuous pressure of the sea waves, when only the walls are left, it is called as sea arch. Now further, when the sea waves again do action on this rock pieces, sometimes this roof is also broken away and only the walls of the rocks are left. So such type of structure formed by rock where the roof is also eroded by the sea waves and only the walls are remaining is called as stack. So the three features formed are sea caves, when only some part of the rock is eroded and the back side of the rocks is still intact. While in the sea arch, from the front portion the sea is piercing the rock and the till back portion the waves have entered and it creates gap between the rocks. Then it is sea arch where only roof is left. And in the sea stack, when the roof is also eroded and only the walls are left, such type of formation is called as stack. Now what do you mean by sea cliff? Now when the sea waves attacks these places, then there is a rock piece which is standing on the both sides of the sea. So these rocky pieces which are formed by the continuous erosion of because of the continuous action of the sea waves, these rocks are called as sea cliffs, which are the elevated portions of the on the both sides of the sea. So the elevated portion of rocks on both sides of sea is called as sea cliff. Now when the sea waves strike the shores, it deposits sand and silt and clay on both sides of the shore. So the sand and silt, when deposited on the shore, it is called as beaches. So when we look at these five features, let us categorize them whether this is due to erosion or this is due to deposition. Now sea caves, it is due to the action of the sea waves. That means it is eroding the rock piece. So that is why sea cave is an erosional activity. Sea arch is also formed because of that. So it is also an erosional activity. Stack is also an erosional activity because the sea waves is attacking it. It is also erosional activity. Then sea cliff is a depositional activity because the rock pieces on both sides of the both sides of the sea is formed due to the deposition of the materials. So sea cliff and beaches are also the depositional feature because it is also formed due to the deposition of the sands and silt. Now let us come to the second one, that is the work of the ice. Now ice are specially found in the form of glaciers in the mountains. So these glaciers sometimes start melting due to heat, and suppose if in a mountain a very big piece of glacier is lying, and due to continuous erosion the rock piece or the piece of the glacier is moved away from that area, so a hollow like structure is left there, and that hollow like structure will be filled with water by the melting of the ice. So if a piece of glacier is removed or it is bulldozed because of the action of water or action of ice, so that hollow area is filled with water and it becomes a lake. So such type of lakes are created in the mountainous areas where glaciers are there. So that is one type of lake which is created due to the carving of the deep holes when glaciers are removed from that place. Then continuous erosion and deposition takes place in the glaciers also, and then these glaciers bring sand, silt, pieces of rocks along with them when they slowly move down, and they deposit all the small and big rocks, sands and silt at some place in the mountain near the glacier. That is called as glacial moraines. Glacial moraines means the deposition made by the glaciers in the mountainous areas where ice is there. So these are the only two features formed by ice. Glacial moraine is a depositional activity while lake is an erosional activity. Now let us come to the third feature, that is work of the wind. Now this work of the wind is especially seen in the desert areas. If in a desert area a rock is lying, so the wind always have its pressure on the rock, and due to the continuous flow of wind the lower part of the rock is eroded fast. So because of the erosion the rock pieces becomes lower in shape, they become narrower in shape, while the action of the wind is not much on the upper side. Action of the wind is more on the lower side. So because of the continuous erosion of the lower part of the rock, the shape of the rock sometimes becomes like this one, and this type of rock formed in the desert area due to the action of wind is called as mushroom rock because it looks like a mushroom. Then the second work of wind is sand dune. Sand dune means when wind is transported. When wind is transported in the desert area, they are carried away through long distances, and when the wind stops blowing, all the all the sand particles are deposited at a place, and when the sands are deposited in a hill-like structure, this is called as sand dune. So when wind carries and transports the sand and silt, then they are carried away, and when the wind stops blowing, all this sand is deposited at a place and forms a hill-like structure which is called as sand dune, found in the deserts. Now when the wind blows and the pieces of sand carried are very lightweight, so lightweight sand can be carried away to a longer distance, and when the wind stops blowing, these sand pieces are deposited over a large area. So sand pieces deposited over a large area is called as loess. In sand dune only hill-like structures are made, but in loess they are deposited in large areas. Such loess can be seen in China. China is the place where we can see more loess. So loess is deposition of sand over a large area due to the action of the wind. So in this, mushroom rock is created by erosional activity, sand dune depositional activity, and loess is also depositional activity. So these are the three features formed out of sea waves, ice and wind. This is all in this chapter.